I think it's important that organizations start becoming more data-driven in their talent identification processes, especially when they need to decide which employees or individual contributors can be good managers, can be good people leaders. So that's why we created Leader Focus, to provide a more rigorous approach to leadership identification and also help new leaders develop their strengths. Not everybody is meant to be a good people leader, but there are other types of leaders and leadership styles that could really determine for a successful manager or a successful leader. There's a difference between being a good individual performer or individual contributor and being a manager or leader. And most organizations automatically promote people who perform well to the next level, but they often don't have much leadership potential. It is important for organizations to work out what type of leader people are, what leadership style they will most likely display, and what roles are a good fit for their leadership strengths. Our research shows that only about 30% of high performers have what it takes to become a good manager or a good leader. So it's important to really distinguish between performance as an employee and potential for leadership. Personality determines how you lead, and there isn't just one size that fits all leaders. Depending on your personality, you will have different leadership styles. Some people are results leaders, which means they tend to be quite energetic, very passionate, very driven, and really focus on delivering results. These leaders tend to be very competitive, and when you look at them, you can see their ambitious nature. Some people are people leaders, which means that they really focus on their direct reports, their subordinates, and what they care about the most is in developing their employees and helping them reach their full potential. So they're really interested in maintaining good team morale and engagement. Some people are process leaders, so they really have a very structured approach. They're really good at following process, and they really focus on minimizing risks as opposed to maximizing rewards. Some people are thought leaders, which means they operate in a very kind of symbolic universe of ideas. They are good when it comes to innovation, they are very strategic, and they have a very high level, big picture view on things. Some people are social leaders, so they have a very high touch approach to managing and leading their teams. They're very collaborative, and they enjoy building networks within their teams and between their teams and the wider organization. Some people are data leaders, so they are very factual and evidence-based in the way they approach decisions. They're very rational and logical in the way they operate, and they always try to look at the numbers first. It is quite shocking, but most organizations still make important decisions intuitively, and there's really no excuse for playing it by ear. If you're really trying to decide on who the future leaders of your organization are, you have to pay attention to the data. You have to do it in a scientific way. The Leader Focus report will help organizations work out what type of leader they have. And with that information, they can have a more data-driven approach to identifying and developing the right leaders for each role.